come out to do the warm-up, to see the flags and all that, just gives everyone a big boost, doesn't it? So, and I think, like the opening to the season, it was so good. Like Notts County at home in the Carling Cup, it's like we had all the flags out. It was like a saying Nottingham game, but it was massive, weren't it? The Kop was impressive that day, really.
I think the important thing about the Notts County game is I think it made a bit of a statement for yourselves that you don't have to just do it for United, your Cities, your Evertons and so forth. You can actually ever go into smaller clubs, and the players on the pitch that day should have appreciated it.
Yeah, it's not just ourselves though, it's all the other, like the on the Kop lads as well, and there for them, they put the time and effort in as well, and it's...
Yeah, I mean, at the grand whole scheme of things, as I say, the Kop on any night when all the waves are out, it's a sight to behold. Adam?
Yeah, I agree with what the lads have said before me. The way I look at it, the flags have been getting waved on the Kop now for quite a few years, and there hasn't really been much input to it as a group as a whole. It's been individuals who buy their own flags, put in their own money and their own time to paint them, and it's been mostly the same group of lads, and you notice each other each week bringing in different flags, and everyone just decided it was time to get together as a collective and say, let's do something more organised about it, get everything going. And now obviously we've got the Twitter site, we've got a Facebook page as well, and we're starting to become a bit more official, now taking donations and stuff like that to help towards running the cost of the flags. As I said previously, it's been all out of our own pocket, and just normal lads who like going to the match, just chipping in to try and make the atmosphere better at the game.
Good point. These cost of the flags aren't cheap. I mean, they can go up to 250 quid depending on where you buy them from, what you're for. The lads have got their own merchandise, which is a hat, scarf for the badge. It's a mixed shop by the Flatiron. He's done a lot with Anfield FM over the coming months and years, and he's a very, very good lad. So if you can get down to the shop, and buy the t-shirt. Just like to, as of the first show, I'd just like to say thank you to the listeners we have so far in America, Germany, Norway, across the UK and Skem. Right, the t-shirts are $17.99. Yeah, they're available in navy, white and grey. Yeah, and we have the men of the Anfield Spion Kop on the front. The banner, which is printed on the t-shirt, is at every home game on the red two-polar at the front of the Kop.
We've also got the pin badges, which are due when?
Pin badges will be available in the next 2 weeks. They'll be available online at Hat Scarf for the badge and also in store. It's worth noting that every amount of money that we get raised in through the t-shirts, through the stickers, through the pin badges, every money we raise all goes towards future flags and the upkeeps of flags that we've currently got for new poles, etc. Every penny we earn goes on trying to create the atmosphere in the ground.
Right, they also have stickers, which is available in 3 or 4 different designs.
Yeah, I think we've got I think 4 or 5 designs we've got now, but if you deposit into the PayPal account, which is spionkop1906 at hotmail.com, anything over a £5 will send you a packet to our 50 stickers get sent out. We've had lads all over Europe, even Indonesia.
Yeah, there was pictures on Twitter the other day from the under-17s game in Asia, and the happy-go-lucky people of Indonesia were sticking them all over the place, which was good to see.
It's took off well, to be honest. Just up and down the country, we've had photos put on the Twitter account of we have to be put, so it's took off well.
Also, you can follow the lads on Twitter at SpionKop1906. If anyone asks any questions throughout the show, if you tweet into Anfield FM with hashtag SpionKop1906, we'll be able to try and get them answered as we go along. Right, moving on to matters onto the pitch. We're now currently 4th. Where are we going to finish then, boys? Is Champions League a real opportunity?
Personally, I don't think we should be aiming for the Champions League spots. You've got to aim as high as you can, and if you fall short, then so be it. You're more likely finishing the Champions League spots. But judging on the fixtures that we've got, I don't see why we can't be pushing for the league, to be honest. I think City have got a better squad than us, and I think ultimately we fall short, but I don't see why we can't push City and Chelsea all the way for the league. I think Arsenal will eventually end up dropping off. But judging by our fixtures, we've got all the big teams still to come at Anfield, and at Anfield we shouldn't be fearing anyone. We played all these teams away from home so far, and I think it was probably only the Arsenal game where we struggled. I think against City and Chelsea we definitely deserved to pick up points, played really well, and it'd be nice if we can come to Anfield, pick up the 3 points against them teams and see where the league leaves us standing then. The away games that we've got coming up, can't see why we can't go out and win every one. So it looks promising, to be honest, with the running that we've got.
Phil?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's club of our level, especially the way the season's gone so far. Why shouldn't we aim for first? It's not just about finishing fourth, especially the way the season's going at the minute. I mean, now's the time. If anyone's going to win it, you know, it could be a group of anyone. Why shouldn't we put our name about? As I say, we've shown that the goals that we can score. You know, the firepower's there with Sturridge coming back. We can maybe get a couple more players in. We should really push for for first, and if we can't get first, then we should aim for seconds, if not second, third, if not third, fourth. We shouldn't just be aiming for fourth.
I mean, realistically, the top four, unless you win the league, it's second, third, fourth, much of a muchness. You get the same amount of money by under a couple of grand. Top four is the be-all end-all of any Premiership season unless you win the league. You can have, as far as I'm concerned, not much of a difference. Chris?
Don't get me wrong, it's going to be nice to get back in the Champions League. If we can win it, it'll be even better. But just, I'm one of them who just takes each game as it comes. So you look forward to Saturday and then see where it takes us from there. But I'm quietly confident that I'd like to say we could win it, but I'd take fourth, to honest.
Yeah,
if you offer me fourth, you'd take it.
You take each game as it comes, doesn't it? You know what I mean? It's sort of been said by Brendan and the lads, and every time they have an interview, you get asked where do you think you can finish, and you just go one game at a time. The focus is with the team and the next team that we're playing, and if we continue to just have that focus one game at a time, keep getting the 3 points, there's no reason come May we can't be right up there.
I think that's helped a few of the young lads, though, the likes of Henderson, Sterling, Allen, before he got his knock. They were playing for every game, weren't they? They were playing to
playing for each other. Playing for each other. I mean, that also came into it. You know, they talk about say when Suarez was out and it was Sturridge scoring all the goals. They'd talk about how good it was for Sturridge to be scoring the goals, and he'd fire back to the interviewer. It was for the team. It's more interested in the team. There seems to be a real, you know, unity there now.
I put that down to Rodgers, though. That's a bit of belief in Rodgers, that, isn't it?
Yeah, I think, you know, the biggest thing that you have to think of Joe Allen's form and whatever else, it also come when Steven Gerrard wasn't on pitch, and we've had it for years. When Gerrard's not there, the team would have functioned, but Gerrard's getting older now. Henderson, Allen, Sterling, these are going to be the kids playing that team for the next 6 or 7 years, potentially if not longer. They had to step up, and from Spurs away, they pretty much have done. They've flown, haven't they? I mean, that Spurs away, it was one of the best performances we've had for many years, and it was a band of form Spurs within. It was a good statement to behold for the rest of the league.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there. Spurs away is one of the best away performances I've seen with Liverpool since I've been following them. We were brilliant from the first whistle. I think a lot of it as well had to do with the atmosphere and the stands. The fans from the word go were right behind them. There's been plenty of games this last couple of seasons where the fans don't seem to be up to much in the stands. The players don't seem to respond. But I think if the fans get behind the players from the word go, the players start performing, then they get up for it, and together if they're performing well, the fans are singing well, I think we can go far.
I think that shows itself on against Stoke. I thought the fans were brilliant from the first whistle to the last, and you know, it showed again another 5 goals, a brilliant performance.
Just going back to the Spurs game, I believe he's had a bit of a coalition with Spurs fans before and after the game regarding the ticket prices.
Yeah, we got in touch with the Tottenham Hotspur Supporters Trust. It went back from the summer when there was a campaign at the Premier League headquarters over ticket prices. As you know, we are fully involved with the Spirit of Shankly over the past year or so in having banners at away grounds trying to reduce ticket prices. Spirit of Shankly have been brilliant over it, as you know. And when we went to the headquarters in the summer, there was a gathering of teams from all over the country. Everton, Man United, Tottenham, Arsenal, and there was even a team, George Hamlin, which personally I've never heard of, but it's good that they're supporting campaigns like that. And the vast majority of people there were lads from Liverpool and Tottenham. Got speaking to the Tottenham lot, and they seem really interested in pushing for cheaper ticket prices. So let's be honest, there's people out there who'll say, oh, if you don't like it, don't go, but I don't see why people should be forced out of not going to something that they love and enjoy doing. most of the lads from the match have been brought up with it. There are fellas going the game, and they want to carry on that way when they start having kids themselves. They want to be able to afford to take their own kids. But the way things are going with ticket increases and the cost of certain games, they're not going to be able to afford to go anymore. So it was a big push last year. Obviously the Premier League have took action, and certain individual clubs have took action and reducing ticket prices, but it's not enough. You want it to be more, you can afford to do it. So hopefully further down the line they'll reduce ticket prices even further.
Chris, anything to add?
I think with the Tottenham game, going back to that, was the amount of people that stayed behind. I know we won 5-0, but even like there was 15-20 Tottenham lads who stayed behind, who it just shows, doesn't it, that
there's a solidarity into the campaign.
It's not all about the football result at the end of the day. It means a lot to people. And like even Liverpool, then there was 80 or 100 lads who stayed behind there.
Yeah.
Just
one of the most I suppose notorious banners you've had for the ticket campaign is for the tension of Mr. supporters, not customers. We've had out a home game before Spurs, and it was up again at Spurs. Can you tell me the idea behind that, Phil?
Yeah, there was an email, was there not, where they referred to ourselves as customers, which we don't feel that we are. I'm not a customer of Liverpool. Liverpool isn't a shop. I'm a supporter of the team, and as a result of that, A&A needs to know that we are not customers, we are supporters. We do go there thick and thin, and we shouldn't be exploited as a result of that. It's not like where you go to the theatre and you pay 60 quid for a one-off. You know, you're paying sort of 50 odd quid every single week, possibly sometimes 2 times a week. You know, for lads, especially, you know, certain lads who are on, you know, minimum wage, who would just come out to scrape as much money as they can to go to the match. They shouldn't be exploited just because the club know that we will go everywhere to see our team.
Right, we've had our first question into the show. It's off in Docker on Read All Over the Land. It goes as follows. I believe the club should make available 10 tickets every week for the flag wavers. Can you ask the lads seriously to write to in here and put this to him? As it's such a great sight on match days, we don't want to lose it. Do we? Well done, lads.
I think that the majority of the lads who are involved with ourselves are all season ticket holders anyway, so we're always in. We're always at the home games. But it's open to anyone really, isn't it? If anyone fancies coming down and give us a hands, or even if it's just a one-off, then anyone's more than welcome to get involved. But I agree with what he's saying, though, that like, the more the merrier and that, isn't it?
Yeah, I agree there. To be honest, I think the club could really help out with the lads who wave the flags, to be honest, whether it's just giving us space to store the flags inside the ground, couldn't use the HCC shop, very kindly help us use it. But I think the club could really help out with the lads who wave the flags, and they could offer, I'm not saying I don't want to go the official route of having flag wavers like Chelsea and stuff like that.
And that's what sets us apart though, isn't it? Because we're not like anyone else. All these, like you go to City and Chelsea and Arsenal and they have those official lads behind the goal with the flags and that, but we're nothing like that, are we? We're completely different.
I think the thing with that as well is, you know, if you have 10 official tickets from the club, you feel like, you know, whilst the club would be giving you them, we would then be part of the club. We're just our own supporters, our own season ticket holders who do it out of, you know, the love for the club.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's not like we, whilst, you know, it is a good thought, it's not like anything we want to, you know, we don't want to be involved in the club in that way. It's just one of them that we like to do it.
To be honest, with the help of the club, I know over the past like 5 or 6 years we've had like a few run-ins with stewards and head stewards and jab pointing and whatever, but so far this season, I think since the A&A banner, to be honest, the stewards, especially at the front of the Kop, they've been spot on with us. They're helping us out, they're taking photos, they've put us in touch with the official club photographer who wants us to do like a bit of a planned display for the derby, so hopefully we're going to get that set up and planned the next couple of days.
Yeah, so I don't think we deserve any really preferential treatment for actually waving the flags. We don't want to be seen as, oh, we'll wave the flags and get free tickets out of it. We've been doing it for past 10 years, so we don't really need to be seen as, go on, get free tickets out of something we enjoy doing.
Realistically, you know, if you're going to start giving free tickets out, lads wave the flags, you've got to include on the Kop, you've got to include Frank with that unstinking server. you know, there's plenty of other flags who've got.
I'd rather see free tickets go to kids who are knocking about the grounds trying to get in than
you know, it's while it's a great idea, realistically, it's never an option, is there? Right, while you mentioned Everton, I got asked before as well, have you got any plans for Everton? I know you mentioned it before, you can't go into great detail because you want it to be a surprise, but I presume stuff in the pipeline?
Well, obviously the past few years when we've been at Goodison, we've had a few decent banners, let's just say.
Yeah.
So,
especially this year with the 1830 party, I thought it was a great way to rub it in the face, to be honest. It was
the 150 balloons were the best, I thought, when we tried and got them in the ground. No, but we've had a few little chats between the lads, and we've got a few ideas lined up.
I don't think anyone will be disappointed with what we've got in the pipeline. I think everyone will. It'll hit the right chords, and hopefully it'll help the lads go on to beat them.
Especially if the derby's a Tuesday night as well. You need that
little bit extra. Like a European
bit of a feel to it.
Anfield too, alone it with it being a night game and all the flags out on the top. It should be good atmosphere, hopefully.
Well, while we're on the subject of Everton, I don't want to talk about them too long. Can any of you give me a reason to hate Roberto Martinez? Because I like him, and it kills me that I can't hate Everton manager. The derby's around the corner, and he's the reason to dislike him. Can you give me one?
Yeah, he's the enemy. He's Everton.
Apart from that,
there doesn't need to be any more reason.
You listen to him give his press conferences and the interviews, and he comes across as alright, doesn't he?
To be honest, like, as with everyone's got good mates who are Blues and they go to the game and whatever, and
you can respect him.
Yeah,
you can respect him, but you have to like him. No, it's the same with Ferguson. You could respect him if you wished, but you didn't have to like them. You're not brought up to like Everton. So,
me personally, I think I do like him. I don't want to really admit to liking an Everton manager, but I think he's run about things the right way. I think he's got them playing good football. He's got the whole team believing in